Let's be honest, sustainability used to be a nice to have. Now it's the law. And not in a vague someday this might happen kind of way. No, the EU has made it very clear. You will clean up your supply chain and you will like it, or not. The fashion and lifestyle industries are in the spotlight and pressure is real. But the truth is, these changes are about to future-proofing your business. It's not about punishment, it's about resilience and relevance. So today is about helping you avoid panic, prepare smartly and, ideally, not get fined. If you have tried to understand EU law and thought, is this written in a secret language? You're not alone. There's a structure to it, like a slightly over-engineered IKEA shelf or like a layered cake. Treaties, regulations, directives, national laws, and somewhere in there, a few helpful tips that aren't legally binding, but still make your life easier. What matters most? Which rules you must follow and which one you should follow if you want to sleep at night. Now, before you start sweating, no, you don't need to memorize acronyms. What's important here is to recognize that these aren't just single rules, they form a web. One regulation covers your product design, another covers what happens if no one buys it. And yet another decides how you package it, or whether you're allowed to destroy it. So yes, it's a lot. But we'll help you through untangle it in one thread at a time. Think of this one as the EU's way of saying, we're not just regulating what you do with the product, we care how you build it. Durability, repairability, recyclability, these are no longer marketing buzzwords, they are requirements. And if you're still designing as if things will just end up in a landfill, that train has left the station and it's electric. Imagine if every product came with its own resume. That's what we're dealing with here. The DPP is the EU's way of saying, we want receipts. It tracks where things came from and what they're made of, and how green they really are. This isn't just about traceability, it's about trust. And no, you can't Photoshop the details. For decades, fashion brands have quietly dealt with unsold inventory by, well, not dealing with it. And now, the disposal backdoor is being shut. The EU is essentially saying, if your product didn't sell, you can't just pretend it never existed. We're moving into a mindset of circular thinking, resale, reuse, reimagine. If your brand's plan B has always been a bonfire, it's time for a new plan. Here's where things get spicy. The EU has taken the idea of you break it, you buy it, and flipped it into you make it, you manage it, forever. That means brands are now responsible not just for producing goods, but for what happens after consumer is done with them. It's a bit like parenting, only instead of kids, it's packaging, textiles and electronics. And they never move out.